All right, it's another episode of Stand Tall, and it is February 8th, 2024. We are in chapter 7, verse 8 of The Art of War. The stronger men will be in front, the jaded ones will fall behind, and on this plan, only 1/10 of your army will reach its destination. Verse 9 If you march 50 li in order to outmaneuver the enemy, you will lose the leader of your first division, and only half your force will reach the goal. Verse 10 If you march 30 li with the same object, 2/3 of your army will arrive. Verse 11 We may take it then that an army without its baggage train is lost. Without provisions, it is lost. Without bases of supply, it is lost. All right, let's go over to an alternate translation real quick with some reflections by the other generals and find out maybe a little insight into that. Okay. Master Sun says, struggling for an advantage 50 miles away will thwart the forward leadership, and as a rule, only 50% of soldiers will make it. Struggle for an advantage 30 miles away, and 2 out of 3 will get there. So if an army perishes, it has no equipment, it perishes if it has no food, and it perishes if it has no money. So I kind of went over this yesterday until I realized that I was not lined up with the original text. So sometimes the alternate translation likes to truncate them and bring them together. And so Mei Yao Chen says, these 3 things are necessary. You cannot fight to win with an unequipped army. Equipment, food, and money. These are the things that you need. So to translate that into a modern day interpretation of what you need, well, we do need food, we do need money, and we do need equipment. And in that sense, whether it's the equipment of knowledge or physical equipment for our business, be it tools or facilities to manufacture, whatever it may be, food in the sense of knowledge, food in the sense of what are we what does our information diet consist of as well, not only the food that we nourish our bodies with, which we need to make sure is healthy, um and then money, right? Money is a tool. Money is not something to be coveted, money is not something to be hoarded, money is something to be used to gain and wrest advantages with. And so without those things, you cannot win. All right, let's go over to the Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hanselman for February 8th. Did that make you feel better? You cry, I'm suffering severe pain. Are you then relieved from feeling it if you bear it in an unmanly way? Seneca, Moral Letters 78.17. Kind of hits, right? Like thinking about all the times, especially as a man, that you kind of complained about certain pain growing up, and certain times when you've been in a lot of pain and you've complained. I even wrote a blog post about beware the house of complaint, right? It's this mindset that you can get in, this complaining mindset that pushes you into a negative downward spiral that we need to watch out for. The next time someone gets upset near you, crying, yelling, breaking something, being pointed or cruel, watch how quickly this statement will stop them cold. I hope this is making you feel better, because of course it isn't. Only in the bubble of extreme emotion can we justify any of that kind of behavior, and when called to account for it, we usually feel sheepish or embarrassed. It's worth applying that standard to yourself. The next time you find yourself in the middle of a freakout, or moaning and groaning with flu like symptoms, or crying tears of regret, just ask, is this actually making me feel better? Is this actually relieving any of the symptoms I wish were gone? That's kind of a standalone. I don't know. I'm having a little trouble right now seeing any correlations to the art of war specifically for this one. I do think that the one small correlation we can make is if you are having these temper tantrums, think of it like the 50 li or the 30 li. You're you're marching to gain an advantage, and you're letting your emotions control you, and you're letting them get out of control. Um, and that is what's going to hold you back. That's what's going to kill half your army, or a third of your army, or 2/3 of your army. That's what's going to kill your leadership, right? Your executive thoughts that are maybe able to quell some of these emotions and keep you logical and keep you sustained and keep you standing tall.